know what to do at that point because, you know, Puffy is a very powerful person and we were quite terrified. So I just, you know, brought her to my house, and my friend who is a doctor, I called her and she was, thank God she was in town because we didn't know what to do.
For those who are not up to date, CNN has released fresh evidence showing Will Smith helping Jaden to work for Diddy. Jaguar Wright has made some alarming accusations public. She says that Will Smith engaged in inappropriate behavior with young boys and that Jada, who is accused of turning a blind eye, is caught up in her own intricate web of secrets.
Hey, young man, come on over. My husband just wants to touch you for a little while on camera. I promise you, you won't feel a thing. Sniff this.
Okay. So,
Really?
There's a rumor going around town that Jaden is allegedly giving Will Smith ultimatums about not inheriting anything until Jaden comes clean about the rumors. The story of the Smith family is full of drama, so let's examine this tapestry of intrigue. When Jaguar came forward to reveal shocking facts about the Smith family, we thought things couldn't possibly get any worse. She suggested that Will might have engaged in troubling activities with young boys, but we're supposed to ignore the fact that this is not just troubling, it's extremely disturbing. And now it seems like Will is punishing his son Jaden for allegedly disclosing family secrets to Jaguar, telling him that he's embarrassing the family. It should come as no surprise at this point that Jaden...
You stand on red carpets with the and you sell an image of lies. Then you influence the public and ask the public to covet and want your life. Who wants that?
Given the long-running rumors of Diddy and Will's joint involvement in dubious dealings over the years, even Diddy's former bodyguard has come out with allegations about their attendance at specific gatherings together. The allegations about their alleged involvement in dubious activities aren't wholly surprising. Will Smith wed Jada after divorcing his first wife and asking her to grow his beard. Jada should come out as gay, and Will should acknowledge that his first marriage ended when she discovered him with his sugar daddy, according to Alexis Ardiet, who even stated that his first marriage ended when Sheree caught him in bed with another man. Benny Bassi, the most shocking part of it all, was when Jaguar disclosed that Will had reportedly been abusing young boys, such as Jaden and...
How about worry about your cheating husband, male dancers, you know, when they didn't want to? How about talk about that?
Whether Will is gay or not remains $1 million question.
The question of whether Will exists or not is yet unanswered. If you're wondering how Jaguar learned about his tea firsthand, it appears we have Jaden to thank. Rumor has it that Jaden gave Jaguar W insider knowledge about the Smith family, and as it happens, Will wasn't happy about it. Sources claim that Will confronted Jaden, accusing him of embarrassing the family. According to the insider, Will and Jada have instilled in their kids the value of keeping family matters within the family. According to reports, Will Smith is upset that Jaden is threatening to take him out of his will. Family Fortune fans have been vocal about this, with many stating that Will Smith cannot be blameless in the face of these persistent rumors.
When you were dating J-Lo, Will Smith and Jada tried to pick her up on a threesome and you were gonna beat up Will Smith. Is that true?
You really heard that?
What? Yeah, I watched it on the internet. You're telling me I can't believe everything I read?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Just as it seemed Jada Pinkett Smith might be calming down, she suddenly dropped a bombshell. Jada Pinkett Smith had been seeming to be backing off from publicly airing her grievances about Will, which had led to speculation that she might be adopting a new approach, possibly choosing to refrain from publicly humiliating her husband. Remember those persistent rumors about Diddy and Will possibly suggesting more than just friendship. This topic has remained hot for years, fueled by their significant influence in the entertainment industry. Jada took her most daring step yet, surprising everyone by suddenly revealing the truth behind the enduring rumors about Diddy and Will's alleged escapades. Did she just confirm what we've been gossiping about all this time? It's quite surprising.
Hi, Miss Pinkett. You look fantastic.
All right, good to see you. gotta go. We're blocking traffic.
Oh, we got it. Oh, we're blacking.
I'm sorry.
What do you say about the allegations? There's like, you know, like so many rumors. Anything you want to say?
We suing.
I know that's right. Thank you, Miss Pink.
For a considerable amount of time, people's opinions regarding Will's personal life were divided, especially in light of his seemingly stable marriage to Jada. Having been together for more than 25 years, the couple was regarded by many as the epitome of a Hollywood power couple, and as their story developed, the saga revealed the intricate details of their relationship, revealing previously undiscovered layers. The public disclosure by Jada of her involvement and the events that followed demonstrated that their marriage was not as simple as it had seemed, and the entanglement controversy seriously damaged their reputation. Revealing serious problems in their marriage, rumors circulated that Will might be hiding a covert gay relationship with Jada, perhaps acting as a front. Observers started to.
The first woman to uncover the homo thugs. She talking about Diddy. That's what these down low was called when Wendy first started talking about it in the 90s, the homo thug.
So you hear about stories of Diddy like shooting people, blowing up cars.
Yeah.
Is he this gangster that behind the scenes is that him? Or is that
Shout out to Wendy Williams.
2013 saw the emergence of claims that Diddy was the subject of a government probe because of his relationships with younger guys. During a federal debriefing, James Roseman, a former music manager turned suspected kingpin, allegedly addressed the personal lives of celebrities. He was explicitly asked whether Diddy had had romantic connections with kids. Despite these reports, no hard evidence or findings from the investigations were made public. However, industry rumors persisted, with Diddy's former bodyguard, John Deal, echoing accusations that Diddy was trying to have intimate acts with other men. The U.S. District Court filed a filing highlighting a prosecutor's interest in celebrities' preferences, naming Diddy and implying his alleged involvement with underage boys. These accounts demonstrate the widespread.
It was really it was painful to see Cassie like that, because she's such a, you know, a beautiful human being, and for a man to just hurt any sort of woman or child or animal, it doesn't matter, but Cass is a good friend of mine, and I just felt, you know, I just didn't know what to do.
Reports suggest that Diddy's relationship with Dwayne marked the start of a scandalous chapter that added new fuel to an already established narrative. Beale vividly described a scene in which Will was allegedly positioned over a couch, with Dwayne looming above him in what Bell described as a secretive encounter. The shock intensifies when one realizes that this supposed liaison with Dwayne Martin might only be the beginning of Will's alleged extramarital adventures. Due to Cassie's legal declarations, there has been a lot of conjecture that the gossip circulating behind closed doors may be true.
I feel like she might have been embarrassed that happened in front of me.
But the incident that you're talking about even predates what we saw in this horrific video from a hotel floor. When that video came out, what did it feel like knowing that had now been public?
No, I was devastated when I saw that video, because it was like I witnessed what could have happened in that room.
Just when things seem to be at their worst, before we get into Jada's perspective, it's important to acknowledge the revelations made by Jen Diddy's devoted bodyguard. Jada Pinkett Smith is the wife of none other than Will Smith, and she has further substantiated these claims with revelations of her own about his alleged involvement in unconventional activity. Jean's revelations add a nuanced new layer to the circulating allegations and suspicions about Diddy, stimulating conjecture and close examination. These revelations provide a more nuanced side to Will and Diddy's narrative, portraying their encounters as long-lasting events rather than isolated incidents. Travels over many days, depicting a story far more complex than first thought. His fame precedes him because of Jean's talent at deftly presenting subtleties that capture viewers' attention. Interviews revealed shocking details that left interviewers stunned. Diddy wasn't just a spectator in his antics with Cassie. Instead, he was supposedly an eager participant. Jean adds that Diddy even gave Cassie a thorough checklist detailing his preferences for these meetings, implying that Diddy wanted a more participatory role. During these meetings, Diddy allegedly enjoyed seeing Cassie connect with other people.
And at one point, you and him was real cool. Do you believe everything she's saying about these freak-out sessions?
Listen, that girl went through some tumultuous shit that she never thought that she would ever have to go through being in the music business. Do you understand that? I've been next to people who are top in the game, in the music business. And they had said to me, yo, I had a lot to get to this position.
Just when things seem to be at their worst, before we get into Jada's perspective, it's important to acknowledge the revelations made by Diddy's devoted bodyguard. Jada Pinkett Smith is the wife of none other than Will Smith, and she has further substantiated these claims with revelations of her own about his alleged involvement in unconventional activity. Jean's revelations add a nuanced new layer to the circulating allegations and suspicions about Diddy, stimulating conjecture and close examination. These revelations provide a more nuanced side to Will and Diddy's narrative, portraying their encounters as long-lasting events rather than isolated incidents. Travels over many days depicting a story far more complex than first thought. His fame precedes him because of Jean's talent at deftly presenting subtleties that capture viewers' attention. Interviews revealed shocking details that left interviewers stunned. Diddy wasn't just a spectator in his antics with Cassie. Instead, he was supposedly an eager participant. Jean adds that Diddy even gave Cassie a thorough checklist detailing his preferences for these meetings, implying that Diddy wanted a more participatory role. During these meetings, Diddy allegedly enjoyed seeing Cassie connect with other people.
Hallway incident, who knows what happened, in that room when I was outside of there. And I was devastated. Actually, I've been devastated since the court cases came out and how, he mistreated.
Cassie's lawsuit focused on allegations that Diddy gave her and an escort large amounts of drugs and alcohol during their meeting. Cassie claimed she was given excessive amounts of drugs and alcohol, which caused her to disassociate as a coping mechanism. It was also reported that following these encounters, she required IV fluids on a regular basis to counteract the effects of the substances. Moreover, she was allegedly required to wear lingerie and was given instructions by Diddy to wear white nail polish, which he specified would contrast with the skin of the African-American men involved in these encounters. She further said that Diddy treated these instances as a personal artistic endeavor. Beyond merely directing the participants, according to court documents, Diddy used a variety of electronic devices to record Cassie's private moments with a hired escort. He carefully adjusted the lighting and camera settings to create the videos, and Cassie promptly deleted any evidence that had been recorded on her own devices. According to reports, Diddy put together a number of films featuring Cassie from these occasions, hinting to a potentially startling revelation if confirmed.
That's something that I tried to do from the very beginning, and it's something that my parents were aware of, and they made us aware of it before, we even found out from other people that there was this expectation on us. They said, hey, people out there in the outside world, they're gonna, say this, and they're gonna say that, you have to live up to our expectations of what we've done and what we've accomplished in our life, and you have to.
Citing a person familiar with the circumstances, while some may find Jada's openness about Will's affairs unconventional, she has a history of publicly exposing and embarrassing him. Fans have surprisingly come together in support of her this time, arguing that her actions might be justified given the circumstances. She reportedly believes that her husband Will and Diddy not only had an intimate relationship, but also attended exclusive private gatherings together. The insider hinted that these gatherings were purposefully exclusive, excluding outsiders. There is conjecture surrounding whether Jada's personal involvements are connected to reported indiscretions at industry events that Will has attended. It is not unusual to unintentionally come across such activities. The current situation is definitely complicated, but Jada may find solace in the support of the internet community. Opinions on Will's alleged relationship with Diddy, however, are sharply divided. Spirited discussions among onlookers amidst the continuous unrest around Will Smith. The focus has shifted to a previously taped interview with Jaden Smith, in which the young rapper candidly discussed his upbringing under the tutelage of his well-known parents during a 2018 Big Boy TV interview. The Hollywood actor Jaden Smith, the son of Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, discussed a variety of subjects, including his early inspirations, adjusting to life in the spotlight, and thinking back on his upbringing. Smith spoke on how his parents' fame influenced his outlook on life and inspired his own musical career. ambitions emphasizing their steadfast faith in the potential of possibility. His parents never forced him to choose a career or form of entertainment, but they did hold him accountable to their own standards, wearing a baby blue sweatshirt and having bleached blonde hair, he recalled. They also always told me that I could fly and that I could dig a hole to the other side of the earth. When Jaden reflected on his formative years, he realized that he spent more time with adults than with friends. He expressed his gratitude for this experience, noting that he learned more from adults than from children of the same age. Though he has received blowback for statements he made in the past that denigrated the interests of his peers, Jaden has not yet replied to the outcry on social media, and his agent has not swiftly answered calls for comment. In the middle of the uproar, Jaden Smith hilariously acknowledged his privilege. Jaden talked about his famous parents during the interview, stating that they never put pressure on him to pursue a career in show business. He also mentioned that, looking back on his childhood, he enjoyed making parodies of his mother's television show The Matrix with his sister Willow. Jaden laughed as he said, "I thought everyone's parents made movies, and I thought that everyone made movies with their kids too." Having been exposed to his parents' business discussions from an early age, Jaden may have developed a pawn scene for mature conversations with older people. They would have meetings about their upcoming projects, and I would be seated right there at the head of the table listening. Even though they didn't place any pressure on him, Jaden recalled Jaden felt more confident due to the realistic dosage and support from his parents. Will and Jada made sure he was aware that others might have the same expectations of him, and they let us know about it before anyone else did. They would say things like, "People out there are going to expect certain things from you based on what we've achieved in our lives, and you'll have to deal with that." The continuous narrative involving Will Smith, Diddy, and their families have been the subject of an engrossing narrative of personal revelations and media attention. Jada Smith's latest revelations have cast doubt on public opinions of their ostensibly solid marriage while also revealing the complexities of Will's personal life. The flawless facade of Hollywood's once-loved power couple has been shattered by the bombshell claims of Will's alleged relationship with Diddy and others, exposing a marriage full of intricacies and hidden reality. The revelations sparked by insider stories and open admissions have sparked a great deal of discussion and conjecture. They have highlighted the complex dynamics of celebrity relationships and sparked worries about how such private revelations may affect public perception. Check out some of our other videos on the screen if you enjoyed this one. Jada's candor about her husband's alleged affairs, particularly the one involving Diddy, has brought attention to the less glamorous sides of fame and the intricate interactions between personal and professional relationships in the entertainment industry.